up, my loungies? Welcome to E-Toxic Tea Lounge. Everything in this video is allegedly. Let's chat. Disclaimer. I do not condone in any form of bullying or violence on this platform. Anything in this video is for information purposes and also entertainment purposes only. This platform consists of celebrity drama, rumors, opinions, roasting, tea with some shade, and some sensitive topics. So if you're sensitive to people's opinions, or if you get triggered easily, or if you crash out over your faves, if you take things personal, this platform will not be for you. Okay, so proceed at your own risk. Okay, so in this segment, we have Natalie and Scotty, okay, with Jayla. We also got Megan and Tory. We have Royce, okay, with the Dwight Howard Part 1. Then we have an update with Scarlett. And we also have an update with Rollie. Okay, my loungies? So before we get into all of this hot ass mess, please make sure to like the video. So it continues. Hold on. Now it's Jayla the new Scotty or what? It's always been Jayla.
You cannot replace me. God damn. You can try. You can. It's other people that maybe got a little bit of what I got, but another me? I swear to God, you'll never see me another day in a life.
Remember this? We want the Natalie and Scotty duo back. I'm good. Because y'all know Natalie and Scotty has this up and down, back and forth, whatever you want to call it, but it's not a friendship. Okay? Remember this? Scotty and I have moved past the situation. I felt like at the time she was laughing and saw what happened, but again, I have apologized. We have worked on growing from the situation and still remain besties. Growth. Then, relationships don't always last, but let's not turn it into beef. And I agree with that statement 100% because some people be drag in it. Now, Scotty and Natalie, like I said before, this is not really a friendship. If you have a lot of toxic things that happen in this that gives jealous and envious and control and all type of stuff, that's not a friendship. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Natalie, Nunn, and Scotty because at some point it's just like, just let the friendship go or whatever y'all got going on. Just let it go because nobody got time for that. So they have a back and forth thing, and who in their right mind is going to continue keep dealing with this? Now, I understand if you're friends and you want to try to make it work and it's been years and years or whatever the case may be, but sometimes it's going to come to an end, especially if it's just not hitting and it's just not for, both parties involved. They are grown-ass women, and hopefully they get it together because why is anybody at their big-ass ages talking about, oh, who's replacing this? Replacing what? A friendship? Like, I don't get it. What, a cast member position on Baddies? Like, I just don't get it. Let me know down in the comments below. What do y'all think that people are trying to compare Scotty with Jayla? Is it the friendship or what can it be? Let me know. So y'all already know that Megan recently put a restraining order on Tory Lanez. I spoke about it. I felt like it was dumb, but it continues. Now, Megan did that. And it seems like she's like, oh my God, ever since then, and she got people doing this, and Milagro was brought into it, and she think that Tory Lanez got these people under his belt, under his payroll, harassing her, right? Now, Tory Lanez, of course, Tory Lanez is going to be Tory Lanez, and he's going to address some shit, okay? He's not letting Megan slide with all of these narratives and all of these legal stuff that she's trying to put on, okay, to make him look crazy. Now, Tory Lanez has accused Megan Thee Stallion of weaponizing the justice system in response to her recent request for a temporary restraining order. In court documents filed on Christmas Eve, Tory alleged Megan's claims of harassment are ridiculous and argued that her actions are an attempt to silence him through legal means. Megan filed a restraining order on December 17th, citing months of alleged torment, including claims that Lanez has been working with bloggers to spread false narratives about her online. This comes after Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison last year for pow-powing Megan in the feet during a 2020 altercation. Okay, so just giving a little background. In his complaint, Lanez denied any direct contact with Megan since the incident. citing California law that prohibits restraining orders from restricting free speech. He argued that Megan, backed by millions of dollars and a large corporation, is using the legal system to suppress opinions she disagrees with instead of addressing the allegations publicly. Tory says Megan is reportedly struggling with the ongoing public scrutiny and backlash, which has intensified in the wake of his filing. According to sources, she is leaning heavily on the support of her label and team to manage the relentless online attacks. Now, y'all already know how I feel about the whole Pow Pow Tory Mega situation from the COVID time, right? I still stand on where I stand on when it comes to that whole situation. Now, Megan, I feel like Tory makes a point because Megan, it's been how many years? We understand that you feel however you feel, whatever the situation may be. But let's face the facts. Megan then does not like that people are doubting her and her story. She does not like and she hates the fact what is looking like this, okay, just by her actions and the things that's going on. To me personally, I just feel like she doesn't like that people are on Tory's side. And she's trying her best and her hardest to make people turn against him, and it doesn't work in her favor. Now he got music out. People is still saying free Tory. So I just felt like Megan, if she really want to heal and like move away from the situation and Tory altogether and whoever that he's involved with, stop feeding into the narrative. Stop feeding into what the people were saying online and just move on, ignore. That's just how I feel, because if you keep doing this, and then on top of that, she mentions Tory, she does this, she does that, but then when Tory responds, it's an issue. He's harassing me. Oh my God, he got people harassing me. You gotta have proof on that, baby. Now, Royce, we already spoke in the last video about her coming out saying that she got some things to say about Dwight Howard. Now we're going to do part one, story time. She's going from the beginning, from when they first met. Okay? I fast forwarded a little bit. Okay? So just bear with me.
Hey y'all, I'm Royce. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm gonna get this out. So, this is my story about how my life changed beginning July 31st, 2004 to now. All because I had a baby by Superman. Part 1. July 31st, 2004, I was at the movies at Downtown Disney with two of my friends. When three male figures walk in, one looking to be about an inch away from being a midget, the other very skinny and he had a bad acne problem, and another one who was extremely tall. As they come over to the concession stand, we are greeted with, "Y'all in my book." Our response was, "What book?" He goes, "My yearbook." I didn't respond, "No, sweetie, I'm grown." He goes, "No, my magic book. Y'all used to dance with the magic." Oh, yes, yes. He's like, "I'm the rookie." Oh, hey. That's how that went, okay? And he was talking about, oh, y'all not dancing this year, that we left them with the Lion King. Like, it was a bunch of niceties and goofiness, and that was it. He still had braces. It was nothing. So we go to see The Notebook, and they go to see something that I used to think was Transformers, but it was something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe iRobot. I don't know. Anyway, about 10, 20 minutes into our movie, I go to the bathroom because I am now in a full-blown like argument with my then boyfriend, who is breaking up with me because he is swearing that I'm at the movies with a dude. Obviously, I am not, but he was very insecure, and it was just an ongoing thing with us. So we broke up that day, and I was devastated because what? I got dumped. Anyway, walk out the bathroom, and Superman is sitting there on the bench, and he goes, "No one should ever make you cry like that." Okay, thank you. And he's like, "No, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm young, but like, no man should ever make you feel like that." He had braces. So I'm like, again, thank you. And I go on about my business and I go back to the movie. And I'm in the movie doing all of this, of course, on my little aim, my little sidekick. But by the end of the movie, I'm just kind of over it. So we're walking out the theater and they're leaning on the car like they're in Boys in the Hood. So we're walking across the street and his cousin comes up to me, which is the one with the acne problem. And he goes, "Hey, you know, my cousin trying to holler at you." And I was like, "Well, why is your cousin not over here?" So he calls him over. And yes, we exchanged numbers. And yes, it probably was because, not even probably, it was because I was trying to make my now ex jealous.
I know a lot of people do this. All right? It's either you trying to get the person jealous or you just simply trying to find a distraction to move on, like privately. You know, you got some that be like, "Oh, I'm gonna let it be known and let this person know what I'm doing with this person so he could be mad and he gonna want me back. No, I never was the type to do that. I was mainly the type, okay, if I'm trying to get over somebody, I gotta find a distraction. Somebody gotta get my mind, like, But I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to the little petty things when they was like, younger.
It is what it is. I was 24, whatever. So his first text to me was, hey, this is real name, the tall guy. So if you've ever seen me put TG on something or like heard about that nickname, that's where that came from. So anyway, fast forward, 2 months go by and I have not gone out with him. I haven't really said too much to him outside of like AIM and, T-mail. So I was just being an asshole. Well, realizing that my relationship is now over for real. My dad is like, well, why not just go and like hang out? He's like, you don't have to like do anything. He's like, but just hang out. Have like some male companionship. Not like that, but just someone to hang out with and have fun that enjoys doing like goofy shit like me, right? So we decided that we're gonna go to the movies at Festival Bay, which has now changed names probably like 20 times. But we go to those movies, and I'll never forget this day because this is when I felt the shift. But it was a man and his son, and his son ran up to me and was like, "Oh my God, you're a magic dancer!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." That never happens, y'all. People don't know the magic dancers here. Like, no, for real, people don't know the magic dancers at all. So I was like taken aback, and he asked if he could take a picture. He pulls out a real camera and he takes a picture. After that day, there was a shift. I started getting invited to promos, to fashion shows, to theme parks, like, team events. I was everywhere. And I had stated a few times that I was thinking about going back to dance, and he was against it. So I did a brand ambassador tour with Cherry Vanilla Dr. Pepper, came back, and I said, I've made up my mind. Like, I'm doing this. And was he being supportive of things that I was doing? Yes. He was at the fashion shows that I did with Gaucher. Yes, that Gaucher. Hey, girl. He was coming to my parties. I mean, he was around. So I'm not going to say like he wasn't doing anything. He was. But I wanted my career. I went back. The team took me back, knowing what our history was. I danced that year. The next year, I said I wanted to go to Miami. I said I wanted to dance for the Heat. That was my dream team, either there or the Dallas Cowboys. And both of those, he was completely against, and I had no idea why. He would offer like our suggestions for other teams, but never those two. Just completely against anything in Texas and Miami. Now you'll know why. I audition for the team. I make it. Yay me. And after a couple weeks, there's a couple girls that are just treating me weird, and I didn't know why. Well, I ended up finding out that he had cheated on me with one of my teammates who used to live in Texas, but now was coming to the Heat, and he had been trying to get both of us to not say anything. Anyway, broke up with him and was trying to live my best life, y'all. Really was, right? And I ended up getting in an argument with one of my best friends on the team that you all know is Super Black Girl, Tracy. Got in an argument with her, so I was suspended for 2 weeks. So I went to Mexico with my DJ friend, and we had time of our life, whatever, came back, and my phone is blowing up, my little sidekick, and it's him. And I'm asking for advice from my DJ friend, and he's like, hey, just go and talk to him, just see what he got to say. Just hear him out. Like, maybe he really is sorry. Okay. I go to the hotel, and at first he wasn't in there because he was at, like, team meetings. But then he comes in, and we're in there, and we're talking, and he's pleading his case and asking for forgiveness, talking about how much he loves me and that he'll never do it again, that I'm the one for him, I'm perfect this, perfect that, all these things, y'all. And I said I would think about it. I said, I'll talk to you later. So I walk to the room, or I walk to the door, and he pulls me back with my arm, and he's like, well, can I at least have a hug? Sure. That hug turned into kissing and touching and our child being conceived. I did not know I was pregnant until about a little over a month later when I was in practice, and one of the dancers who, funny story, ended up marrying the head coach of, that's not important, sorry. So after practice, I go to Walgreens and I buy a pregnancy test, and I take it home, take the test, call my brothers and girlfriend, wait for the results, and when I see them, I start bawling. I literally lost it. I saw my entire career just disappear. And I was devastated. I called my mom in the same state of mind. She's losing it. She's freaking out until I finally tell her, like, I'm pregnant. She goes, oh, I thought you killed somebody. That's how hard I was crying. She asked me if I had told him, and I said, I've been texting him. I've been texting his cousin. I've been texting his best friend, and nobody was responding. And I said, Mom, I cannot be a mother. And I said, please help me. Like, I cannot be a mom. I'm not ready to be a mother. And she was like, well, you're going to have to tell your dad. So for 2 days.
I mean, she getting into it. She letting y'all know from day one how they met and how things was going. And it doesn't look like things was going smoothly. It looks like from jump, he has been a cheater and a liar. Okay. But she knew this, and she continued to deal with him. Okay. And it happens. Sometimes it's just like it is what it is. Now, part 2, okay, will be in the next video. This is where it starts getting juicy. When she found out she's pregnant, how he reacted, the things that circulated around the situation, what she has to go through, the birth, everything. That's gonna be in part 2. Okay. And we're gonna when she talks about this, I believe everything that she's saying right now. It just seems truthful. It just seems like this is her story that she's trying to tell. Okay, so now we have some updates. We got Scarlett and we also got Rollie Polly. Now Scarlett, she came out with these cute pictures. Okay, she's getting off and on comments about it. Okay, now to me she looks beautiful. I like the hair. I like the fit. I like it all. Okay, now some people are saying, "Oh, it's Photoshop. Her body's not that shape." Blah blah blah. It doesn't even really matter. She says, "Ether, that make your soul burn slow." Okay. She also says, "Why y'all watching me for? Stop sucking my eggplant. Y'all guys are weirdos. Clocking me, yes. I'm doing my thing as usual. Nothing else you gonna see. No losses, only progress. Thank you, bye." Okay. I'm gonna crash out like the rest of them. Stand firm on who I am and be resilient, like my father taught me. Now, one thing I noticed is that where is her baby bump in the picture? Because that's a side picture. Didn't she just post a picture with her belly looking like she like 5 or 6 months? I'm confused. Is this an old picture? I am confused. But let me know down in the comments below. Who do y'all think she talking about in her stories? Who is she subbing? Who watching her? Who trying to put her down? Because as of lately, she always putting things out as if she's not confident. Like, we understand everybody go through something, but her subs and her stuff is always, "Oh, they doubting me and this and it." Just show them. Stop talking. Just prove it that you are who you are. Rollie. Okay. Now remember there was chitter chatter and people was talking about her paying the Zeus security to smash her and to do all these things. Okay. Well, 2024 currently, because she just was on live. Okay. She is talking about her experience with the security guard on Zeus. So let's get into what she had to say.
But no, nobody paid for no fucking dick. Nobody never paid for no dick. I ain't gotta pay for no dick. Okay? My A1. I ain't never paid for no. But we were very close. We work with each other every season. We're very close. And you know, one day I came back from the club. I went to my room and there he was in there. He was standing there with his tank top on and his shoes and shit on. I was just like, kind of like surprised, what the fuck is he doing here? But after that, you know, kind of like, I didn't even have my surgery yet. I was still 350 pounds. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna go sit over at this desk, kind of roast some weed, trying to figure out what is going on. Like, why is he here? So after that, like, we was just in a row. And that's the night I remember Biggie, Tommy, and Stunner Girl was fighting. It was off camera. It was a whole little shit. Like, nobody even knew about this whole little altercation between Biggie, Tommy, and Stunner Girl. Nobody knew that, you know, it was like a whole little, like, it was crazy. It was off camera. So yeah, he was missing in action. Nobody could find him for a while because he was in my rap. Okay? So I don't know if this motherfucker, like, I just don't, anyway. But yeah, so we was fucking for a while. And then I stopped him like last year, December. That was the last time we had sex. Like, I'm not really attracted to him anymore. But definitely try to get it this season. I don't know. It was just like, I'm definitely like, I shook him. I don't know how I can say this. It was in love, best believe. In love, still is. Still is. Still is. But anyway, still is. But yeah, still is. No, he's not married. He's still engaged. I'm pretty sure he's still engaged. I haven't heard about a wedding. And I'm pretty sure a man that I'm not the only one. Let's just say that. I was never the only one, like, that he was messing around with besides his fiance. So I just kind of like put two and two together. Shit happened. I ain't fucking with it. And no, it definitely ain't no motherfucking. I just seen somebody say big ant. Ew, no. But yes, it was a person that I was friends with at first, and then the sexual relationship ruined our friendship. So that was just it. But it was never, ever, ever, ever on no, oh, let me pay for this. Let me do. I ain't never did nothing for that man a day in his life. He ain't never did nothing for me, but we spent a lot of time with each other. You know, it was a lot of things that we shared and with each other and shit like that. And it was some emotions, but not from my side. Not from my side, but.
Now, she's not really saying how long they was really messing around. You know what I'm saying? She just gives a time frame of when they stopped, which was last year, December. Okay, so like a year. All right. Now, she's making it seem as if it's all him. He had feelings for her. He was in love, and it was not, like, reciprocated. Which I feel like she's fronting right now. I feel like she did. I feel like he has his side of the story, and she has hers. And I guarantee you, if he told his side of the story, it wouldn't match up to hers. That's just how I feel. It's just the energy that she gave me when she was talking about the story and how that whole thing played out. Maybe he was in her room. We don't know. But the way she making it sound is as if he was waiting for her to enter the room to smash her. Now, that may have been the case. We don't know. But there's two sides of a story. We only heard one. So I really can't go too much into it of how I really, really feel. But the way she's, telling the story and the energy, I just feel like she's not telling the 100% truth and she's leaving some things out. But let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about Rollie coming out now? Okay, still talking about this security situation. All right. And why do y'all think that even occurred on her live? Do y'all think somebody mentioned it or... And also, let me know down in the comments below, who do you think the security is? Because she says it's not Big Ant, okay? Because everybody, Big Ant. I think Big Ant is like the main known security for Zeus, so people automatically think him. But there is so many Zeus securities. So let me know down in the comments below with a name so I can look it up. Because me, for the dear life of me, I don't know. Who was Smash Rollie? I don't know. I don't know who was Smash Rollie. Because nowadays, people was just all over the place. I'm pretty sure she's not the only cast member on the whole Zeus shows that he smashed. Guarantee. Okay? But men are men, I guess. Okay? And at the end of the day, it seems like she was having some fun. He was having some fun. But according to her, he had feelings. Okay? But anyways, let me know how you feel about everything that I discussed in this video. If you have anything that y'all want me to talk about, please hit me up in my DMs on my Instagram, on the Toxic Tea Lounge. It's the same name as my YouTube. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video, my loungies. And please make sure to run it up with likes, comments, subscriptions, and all type of goodness. Okay? But anyway, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Until then, toodaloos. Bye-bye.
I was planning on this being something worth mentioning. Energy invested in someone I saw potential in. Who killed chivalry? They need to get their sentence in.